Don't come and arrest me, London Met. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel. So, I've had a little bit of a treat recently. I've decided to treat myself to a few things that I thought I really did quite need, actually. Mind you, this isn't really a need. This is more of like a want. I have wanted it for a little while, my lovely. So, guess what I did last month? I went out and I treated myself to the Dyson Airwrap. The size of this. Oh, she's back to front, girls. Back to front. Look at this. Look at the size of this. The absolute mammoth, beastly woman. So I treated myself to the Dyson Airwrap. I realise it's a very expensive treat to myself, and today I thought I would tell you guys what I'm currently thinking about it, how I use it, and if you should get one yourself if you're in a similar position to me. First of all, you might be asking,
Luxeria, why would you spend that much money on yourself, you silly cow?
And to that I will say I am a middle-aged woman who deserves a treat. I'm not actually middle-aged, but you never know when you're gonna die, so. As you can see, over the last sort of like year and a half, 18 months, my hair has gotten really, really long. And this is a combination of me taking pumpkin seed oil supplements, minimize the use of heat on my hair, and also go to a hairdresser to get my roots done. Now, I'll do another story time about that at some point in the future, because the last time I went to the hairdressers, she absolutely ruined it, and I've had to fix it myself, girls. £150 down the drain, I think so. So the reason why I went for the Dyson Airwrap is because it did everything that I need it to do within a product, and I also needed to upgrade my hairdryer at the same time, and I thought, why not just go for something that's an all-in-one situation, save myself some money. This is what the Dyson comes as. This is the Dyson Airwrap, and the string, the cord that it plugs in with is like really long, as you can see. We're already off to a great start. It's particularly lightweight as well, and is really good for traveling. You'd literally put it in a little silicone carry case and off you go, girls. The stock levels of this product have been insane. The stock levels of every single product seem to have been absolutely insane at the moment. I ended up going with the Smooth and Control, and if I'm honest, I kind of wish that I'd gone for the Complete. Unfortunately, the Complete has been out of stock for such a long time, and it's still not in stock now. I went onto the Dyson UK website, and that's where I grabbed this. It was the Smooth and Sleek and Control one. The one that was £399! Gasp. If my mother could see me now, she'd be very upset with that spend. But the reason why I wanted it is because apparently the technology within the Dyson Airwrap monitors the heat exposed on the hair 40 times a second with a maximum heat expenditure? No, is that the one? Maximum heat of 150 degrees Celsius. And apparently you're meant to be able to get all sorts of wonderful styles from one device. All of these things really like summed up exactly what I wanted from a product. Now I realize this is not a run-of-the-mill like hair product. This is in a way, you kind of have to think of it as like kind of a luxury hair product. You can get the same effects from lots of individual products, but over the next couple of years, I'm planning to do a lot of traveling, and I'm planning to do a lot of events work, and with that means I need to carry light, and that's what this kind of enticed me. Obviously, I'm not going to take this whole bloody case with me. Can you imagine? Obscene. So the Smooth and Control comes with 6 nozzle attachments, and the nozzle attachments work quite well. This is the one that I'm like kind of using the most at the moment. This is the firm smoothing brush, and is meant to like smooth everything down. You'll see in my demonstration shortly. The way that these connect is really straightforward. It's literally like that. You're done. You go waft, waft, and you're done. On the back of the device, you have a little lock, and they literally unlock and clip off and are completely interchangeable. On the front of the device, you have your heat settings on this side. So you've got cold, medium, and hot, and you also have your fan speeds, such as slow, medium, and very wafty. And then you have your on-off and cold burst button. And your cold burst button is integral to lock in your style, apparently. Lock it in there. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Now, it doesn't actually say that you can do this in the booklet of instructions, but it comes with a hair drying attachment, which looks like this. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later. I have actually hair dried my hair like this before, just with the nozzle like this, with a brush, just to like really speed up the process. And this also works because the wind comes straight out of here. It doesn't say you can do that in the manual. Maybe I'm breaking the law, but that's never stopped me, has it? Absolutely not. No, don't come and arrest me, London Met. So you generally start styling your hair when your hair is about 60% dry, 60 to 80% dry. I've watched many videos, and a lot of the hairdressers that have done like educational material around this, educational tutorials and videos and the like, have suggested that like the wetter your hair is, the more like long lasting your style will be, but it will take longer to create, which I kind of understand. I get that vibe. Interestingly enough, the air comes in through here. I was about to say it comes in through here. It doesn't. The air actually comes in through the base of the device and then swirls around this like oblong shape and comes out of the grey side here. They've got like little grooves there, and that's where the wind comes out at the windemime. So it doesn't come out of the purple side at all. It's actually alive. And I've actually found this really good to blow dry my hair with. Apparently this is 20% less strong than the Dyson Air hairdryer. I can't remember what it's actually called. The Dyson hairdryer, you know the one. But the strength of the hairdryer here actually says that it's 1300 watts. Now my hairdryer, my actual hairdryer, which you're going to see me using, is like 1000 watts. So this is already stronger than the hairdryer that I've replaced it with. And I've had that hairdryer for about 20 years. So already off to an excellent start. As I said earlier, my favorite brush is the firm smoothing brush. I kind of wish I also had the soft one, and that's why I wish I got the complete set, but it's been out of stock. I literally, when I grabbed this, let me tell you, I like waited for a stock alert on Twitter to go live, and then it was just like, it's in stock on dyson.co.uk, go and get it now. So I was like, raced over to Dyson UK and was like, buy it now, drama. And then when it arrived, they actually sent me this massive fan, and I was like, excuse me lady, I think you've sent the wrong thing. I meant to have the Dyson Airwrap. And they were like, can you send some photos to make sure? And then she was on the phone like, oh yeah, no, that's the wrong item. So I had to then also arrange for another person to come and collect and exchange the items. It was a whole thing. Thank goodness it's over and done with now. I kind of wish that I had the soft smooth and control brush, because apparently the bristles move a little bit more. So the way that this works is it forces air in through this direction. So in through this hole at the bottom. And these move, if you can see. And the way that this works is that when you brush it through your hair, it like moves are these spines? Are they pins? What do you call these? Hairbrush fibers? It moves them up and then forces the air to go downwards, so you get that smoothing effect at the same time. And let me tell you, it's actually pretty good. You'll see in a moment. With the Smooth and Control version, you also get these. Now, this is what the Dyson Airwrap is known for. This is the Coanda effect generating cones. Let me tell you, this technology is absolutely fascinating. I love a bit of science, me. Having a biochemistry degree, I love anything to do with physics, anything to do with technology, anything that kind of bridges the gap between both of them. Absolutely love it. So the way that these work is that the air comes up the nozzle and out in a very specific spiral pattern, so that when you get your hair near it, it actually wraps it round automatically until it creates a curl. Absolutely amazing technology. I'm sure you guys have already seen all the promotional content if you're here watching this video. I have found the ease of this quite easy to use, but I'm not gonna lie, there is absolutely a learning curve when it comes to a tool like this, because it is quite different to how you're usually used to using a product like this, to using a curling wand or a straightener or anything. So this larger barrel size is 40 millimeters, and it's meant to create like lived-in waves. I actually like to use it to create like a little bit of a wave on the bottom of my straightened hair for that little bit of like, almost kind of like a bit of a 90s hairstyle. I kind of like it. Rachel from Friends. Gagged. And it also comes with the 30, I believe it's 30, or it might be 35. I'll write it in the description. This is really good for creating tight curls that actually last quite a few days. You get 2 of each curling barrel because the wind direction on each side makes a big difference to the way that the curl functions on the hair. The idea is that you sit in front of your mirror and you look at the way that the arrow is pointing. As you look into a mirror or into a reflection, it should be pointing away from your face to create those curls that go away from the face. Stunning design, stunning technology. Oh, I should say, shouldn't I actually bought this with my own money before anyone questions. No, this is not sponsored, although Dyson, I'm always open. So from the Dyson website, you can actually buy like extra nozzles in case you didn't get the complete set. This is the round smoothing brush, I think this is called, or the round bristle brush. I'm still not entirely sure if I like this. I probably wouldn't have grabbed this actually had I have known what I was meant to be getting for it. You can buy them individually, of course, then it does like bump up the price of the whole thing. I don't know if I'm getting the best use out of this, so let me know in the comments box below if you guys love this brush and why, and how I might be misusing it. Yes. I'm gonna pass you over to Luxeria in the future, instructor who's going to give you a lovely demonstration of how to use the Dyson Airwrap. Welcome to my salon! So before I get started with actually doing my hair, I wanted to do a little test between my old hairdryer and the Dyson Airwrap, because I have heard some people say that, like, the Dyson Airwrap is really loud. It's kind of loud, but it is also, like, it's a different pitch to normal like hair dryers. It's got like a higher pitch sound. So this is my hairdryer. This is an old Airflow that I've literally had for like 20 years. First heat setting, but double speed. Quite loud. This is the Dyson Airwrap on the first heat setting and double speed. They are very different sounds. Personally, I don't think the Airwrap is that loud. So I'm starting with hair like this. It's alright, it's still got a little bit of wave to it. It's completely dry, but I'm going to change that, don't you worry. And we are going to give it a sleek but kind of curved in style. Basically this, but refreshed. So I'm just going to quickly brush through my hair using a paddle brush. Now, obviously, when I wash my hair, I usually use a heat protectant serum or a leave-in conditioner, or sometimes both at the same time. The one I'm currently using is the Redken Anti-Snap, and I think it's actually really helping my hair stay long and strong, especially as it is bleached. So the way that I usually do it, I make sure that my parting is above my left eyebrow, kind of at the end. I just want to sort that through a little bit there. What I'm going to do is wet my hair a little bit with a mixture of my own concoction. So my hair is a little bit frizzy. I do find that, like, if I go over it with a straightener, it will get that nice sleekness, but I'm really trying to avoid that kind of level of heat, direct heat at least, on my hair. So I have made a leave-in conditioner slash sort of semi-defrizzer. I'm using a defrizzing conditioner, and I'm using about a teaspoon of that to 100 milliliters of water, just to get my hair a little bit damp. This brings back memories, YouTube. Memories of a different time on YouTube. Memories of a tutorial time. Throwback girls, who was here for all the makeup tutorials I used to do. Bang on trend. Just to make sure that my hair is just like a little bit damp, but mostly just so it can get rid of any frizz. I have straight hair, but I also have a slight wave to it. It's nothing dramatic, shall we say. Okay, I'm going to section my hair off at the top. I find that large sections work quite well for what I'm about to do today, so I will show you that. For the first part of styling on my hair, I'm going to use this attachment. This is the Firm Smoothing Brush. I'm going to put it to the top heat, and I'm going to put it to the medium airspeed. And I'm going to go through the hair this way, and then over it this way, and that creates a real, like, slick hairstyle. And I think you can see immediately the difference. So, like, this was, like, unkept, and this is now styled. Let me move my microphone out of the way. And that did not take me very long at all. If you have particularly stubborn hair, you could turn the speed all the way up, and that I find that also adds a little bit of extra heat. But you do run the risk of, like, blowing the hair all over the place. So they do slightly move, and that is to angle the air. Then I'm going to let my other section down. Let's fix that. And if we compare this side to this side, you can really see quite the difference, I think. And that pretty much is how I straighten my hair. Now, as you will notice, it's nowhere near as like sleek as if it was with a straightener. But to me, this kind of like little bit of volume with like life whilst having straight, like naturally straight hair kind of really does it for me. Now, if you notice, I know, I need my ends cut. I realistically know this. They're not like the most like sleek and tapered situation. So what I like to do to like help make my ends look that little bit better, I like to then pop this off, and I'm going to use one of the curling barrels, the large size curling barrels. These are the ones that, you know, you see people go like wing and it like spins round. So I'm going to pick the side that faces towards me in my mirror like this. This is not what Dyson tell you to do, but what I'm going to do with this is actually curve my bottom parts of my hair just slightly in, just to give that little bit of like curl, just so there's a little bit of motion in my hair. When I hold the Dyson Airwrap at this angle, you can see the arrows coming in like this, which means all the hair is going to wrap around in this direction. And I find that that gives my hair just this little like gentle curve on the bottom, which just looks really, really lovely. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then right at the very end, I'm going to switch back to this one just to create a little flick in my fringe. Now at this point, just to make sure everything is going to be locked in, I'm going to go in with the first brush that I used, the smoothing firm brush. I'm going to put the Dyson Airwrap to cold, and then just go through and like seal this all in by jetting it with cold air. And there I have smooth, sleek, but a little bit extra with it as well. And welcome back, my lovelies. Welcome back to now. So, would I recommend you guys to go out and grab a Dyson Airwrap? First of all, I do have to really think that the price is a massive price. The price is a massive price point? The price is a massive thing to consider when you're getting the Airwrap. Like, it is not cheap. I got this for £399, and then with also my extra, like, nozzle, it came to like £430. So like that is a huge consideration to have. And if I wasn't looking to already upgrade my hairdryer and all my hair drying tools at the same time, I might not have really even gone for this. I do actually want to say that I feel like they need an extra nozzle for straightening. Like, so this is obviously for smoothing, but I feel like it doesn't give you that immense straightness that you're looking for from like an actual flat iron. Dyson now I've actually bought out a flat iron, but it's not something I'm actually interested in buying because I want to avoid direct heat to my hair as much as possible. I do kind of wish they'd created some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of like little thing that did this, that would like push bristles into this so you could like go through the hair. A bit like one of these devices that you sometimes see used in salons. They're like a bristle brush that has a clamp on it and then you just hair dry straight down. I think that they missed a beat when they did that because they could have really created one that would have really helped. But then again, you'd be holding so much at that point. I don't know if that would have, although you could have with your like free index finger because it's not heavy. You know, I just feel like they're missing one nozzle for really creating that sleekness. But maybe Dyson will bring out them in the future, or maybe it's all a ploy to sell straighteners. Overall, I am really enjoying the Dyson. I've only had it now for just under a month, I believe. So I am still learning how to use it and still learning how to maximize the effect of it. I actually find it really easy to use and straightforward, and styling and drying my hair is all done in like almost one step. So it's a lot faster faster than I was ever doing before, which is absolutely stunning, and that's exactly what I was looking for, realistically. I think the true testament for me with this will be when I go to hotels or when I go to events and I just need to create a style really, really, really fast, or like jump out of the shower, get my hair done, get my makeup done, and then go to whatever it is that I'm doing. I feel like that's going to be the true test then, and I'm going to grab myself a nice little carry case for it as well. But as I said earlier, I don't know if I really am bothered about this particular nozzle. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much for joining me here today for my little mini Dyson review / tutorial. It's been a long time since I've done a tutorial video here on my YouTube channel. Hopefully it doesn't flop. Don't let it flop, girls. Don't let it flop. And with that, my lovelies, it's time for the Twitch shout out of the week. And that is to Jittery Circle. Thank you so much for following me over on Twitch, you stunning woman on the go. And if you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next video's Twitch shout out, make sure you go and follow me over on Twitch. It is Luxeria Plays, and I stream 3 nights a week. Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Can you imagine? So much content for you all to digest. Once again, I want to say a massive thank you to my Patreons. You can see yourselves on the screen right here. Yes, you can. Oh, the screen. It's everywhere. All the Patreons. Oh my God, that. And once again, I want to say a massive thank you and a huge shout out to my top tier Patreons and channel members. Erwin Fox, Stephanie Niatupski, Morriganey Wolf, Erin Conkle, Magusta Lagoose, Steph Utek, Caitlin Wright, Megan Holly, Dana Broderick, Moldy Apple, Orko Samoji, Jared Pavlowski, Jodia. Thank you so much for following me and supporting this Chanel, girls. You're making sure we can thrive and survive. And with that, my loves, I'll see you in the next video. Yes.